Alright guys, and welcome back to BFME 2, the Rise of the Witch King Christmas tournament in the round of 16 between the players Urby from Slovenia against I Like It from Russia. We're gonna start the games on the map Westwold. We have still the maps left in the pool, Forza of Eisen and Forza of Eisen 3, and we will be rotating that. If we're gonna reach a game number 3, we will be seeing every single map in the pool. Okay, I Like It is gonna pick the Goblin faction, and I think Urby is gonna pick the random faction. And we're not gonna lose any more time, we're gonna jump right into it. And yeah, right after this games we will get the games between our world champion Mr. Smoke against Solas from Germany. And this is one of the games I'm most excited about in the semifinals in the best of 5. So yeah, let's see. Man of the West by Urby against I Like It playing the Goblin faction. On the map Westwold, quite entertaining and nice matchup. Can go either way. And yeah, on the left side of the map we have the yellow Man of the West player Urby from Slovenia. And on the right side we have the blue Goblin player I Like It from Russia. Yeah, he was pre-picking the Goblin faction by the way, and Urby was picking the random faction, so he's feeling quite comfortable and confident. And I hope that we're gonna see something great. Okay. He already is starting with the war chant, which makes a lot of sense against Man of the West. You don't need to start with the cave beds. 2 tunnels into the Goblin cave. And the Man of the West player is actually starting with 2 farms into the barracks. Alright, so nothing too spicy, nothing too crazy. Never mind, I'm taking it back. That's not a Goblin cave, that's actually a spider pit coming up. Yeah. Sorry guys. The spider pit starts from the Russian player I Like It. I think we're gonna see early on some of those spiderlings joining the battlefield, and later on maybe and possibly some of those spider riders. But also he might also upgrade that right to level 2, but he's gonna stick up with the spiderlings first. And mobility in a matchup like this or on a map like Westwold, which is quite big, can actually be super nice if you manage your spiderlings quite nicely. And yeah, the whole promise is dealing as much damage as you possibly can in the early game. And Urby is actually starting with the Gondor soldiers first. And soldiers, they're gonna get countered by those spiderlings. And that's gonna be a great start for the Goblin player, I'm assuming, as Urby is going for the archery range at the very same time. Urby starting with the rallying call, and the Goblin player I Like It starting with the war chant. Is he go for another one? Yes. No Goblin cave up just yet. He's making more and more tunnels, expanding, increasing his command points and also his resource income. And he's now leading forward. He should be easily able to deal with the soldiers. He was able to see them, but I think he's just gonna pass through. And yeah, look at this. That's actually quite nice for I Like It, for the Russian player, because the second unit is also gonna be a soldier battalion, which is pretty damn good. And by the time those soldiers gonna arrive, the spiderlings, they will be ready to defend. Let's see if he will be able to take down one of these farms, because the next unit will be those pikemen. In the meantime, with a fight, rallying call was used from the Man of the West player, and I Like It has to be careful, because spiderlings, unlike other cavalry units, are not able to trample those units down. And in the hold ground stance, plus the hold ground stance, and the shield wall formation, I mean, those soldiers, they are not gonna be only tanky, but also with the buff from the rallying call, they are dealing 50% increased damage and having 50% increased armor. Spiderlings are quite weak against archers, and they won't be able to take down this farm. Also, rallying call was war charm was actually used on them, as we are able to see them glowing. So overall, a better start for the Man of the West player Urby, as he is spamming more and more spiderlings. The first Goblin cave is up on the field now for the Russian player I Like It. He finally will be able to take down those soldiers, but it took him a lot of time to do so. And on the other side he was not able to do any kind of damage, but at the top right side he was able to sneak one of those tunnels. And he's sending one Goblin warrior forward. And yeah, he should not be able to do too much damage, even though this farm is quite damaged, but there are some archers on the field. They are using the aggressive stance, and goblins, they are not very tanky units, so they're gonna be taken down within seconds. In the meantime, we're gonna have a fight in the middle of the map. Archers are gonna be strong. The troll is gonna chase down those spiderlings. He's gonna go back now. He needs to reposition those archers. He will be doing that. He has many melee units in front, and the spiderlings are taking way too much damage as they are, deciding to move away. And I think he will be trying to pressure the farms instead of trying to defend. And yeah, Rallying Call and Warchan are both on cooldown, and Man of the West player Urby is actually leading forward, boys. Second Goblin Cave is on the field. In the meantime, we have little fights going on around this area. Urby has to be careful with those Gonda archers. You don't want to be in melee range, as the Goblin warriors are using their poison blades. One of them actually. No, they are not using it for some reason. You could be using that, obviously, to maximize your damage output. The farm has been destroyed. Spiderlings were also able to take down the wall hub. And the builder will get in safety. There is, yeah. And yeah, those spiderlings are quite damaged. Only there's one battalion level 2. That means those units, they will be recovering over time. In the meantime, let's see how much damage Urby will be able to deal. More spiderlings are coming. Spider Pit is still level 1. Another Goblin Cave is coming up for the Russian player. I like it. I think he's just trying to stall until the Rallying Call is gonna be ready, which should last about 30 more seconds to be ready. 2 power points collected. Almost 3 power points collected by the Goblin player. I like it. 450 command points against 400 command points. More goblins are coming, and he might be able to take down this tunnel, but I don't think he will be dealing much more damage than this, because more reinforcements are gonna come from those 3 Goblin Caves in just a matter of time. And yeah, Urby is all about to destroy this tunnel. He should be able to do that easily. The Gonda archers are still stalling. I think he was dealing still a decent amount of damage. Yes, he was not able to take down any of those structures, but he was able to keep the Goblin player, I like it, quite busy. That's gonna give him some time, and in the meantime, you know, the Man of the West player Urby is just gonna scout those tunnels and take them down one by one. Camille, welcome to the stream, by the way. Eternal, welcome also. And yeah, let's see. Sorry, welcome to the stream as well, my friends. The tunnel has been destroyed. Almost 5 power points collected by Urby, 4 power points, 4.5 power points collected by I Like It, 400 command points against 450 command points. So Urby is being slightly ahead, but nothing too crazy. I mean, he has only tier 1 archer range and tier 1 barracks, so he sticks up with the soldiers, Rohan spearmen and Gonda archers. The question is how the Goblin player is about to counter that, because the Spider Pit is still only level 1, so he doesn't have any Goblin Spider Riders on the field. The Spiderlings, they are quite useful early on, but later on, especially against archers spam from Urby, they're not gonna be that useful. Remember, Spiderlings are quite weak against archers, as we are able to see around this area. PowerPoint wise, I mean, it's quite equal PowerPoint wise, also command point wise, so I think the next fight is gonna do much. But we can tell that the units from Urby are just stronger. And a massive army with Rallying Call is moving forward. And the Goblin player was just using the Warchan on those Goblin warriors. But there are so many archers behind. At this point, I think Urby should be just focusing on the Spiderlings first, because they are looking to surround the enemy units from the backside. And also cave bats are flying around. That's gonna be nice for the Goblin player. Heal will be used from Urby. I mean, Urby's units are still looking very, very tanky, and you can tell and see that those goblins are dying in a second and a half. Spiderlings, all Spiderlings are gone, more are coming from the Spider Pit. The level 2 Spiderling has to be super careful. There is, yeah, I think at the end of the day he will actually be able to defend himself. I mean, yeah, I think both players were actually using a lot of resources for that. Rallying Call and Heal was used from Urby. War Chant and Cave Bats were used from the Goblin player. I Like It. Was, you know, still able to defend himself. In the meantime, Urby is moving to the bottom left side with a spearman unit and a Gonda soldier. He's about to creep this war glare. 550 command points, 2 power points collected, 4 power points collected by the Goblin player. I Like It, and also 550 command points available. So I Like It is actually popping off this game, boys. He has a massive lead in terms of power points. Urby is trying to make it equal again by creeping this ward at the bottom left side, which also gonna give him the option to capture the signal fire for himself. And I think Goblin player I Like It is just gonna move forward. He might also go for the creep with those 3 battalions of Goblin warriors. He's about to creep at the top right side. He's trying to pressure, but yeah, I think, yeah, but in a melee fight, those archers, they are still gonna be very bad against the Spiderlings, even though positioning themselves quite nicely. And I see now some ranges coming out of the level 2 archer range for the Man of the West player Urby. More fights are happening. I think he will be forced to retreat now, because there is no way you can deal any damage when there are rangers around. Rangers are the best archers you are able to recruit from the Man of the West faction. I Like It will be just able to secure this war creep for himself. And Urby didn't even capture this signal fire just yet. We have still many creeps left at the top left. and at the bottom right side. And Fissure is up on the field for the Goblin player, I like it. Spider Pit is now finally level 2, that means we're gonna get to see some of those Spider Riders on the field, which is quite nice. I like it. I mean, I like it as I like it, it's not like the name I'm talking about, which is pretty confusing, by the way, if you are naming yourself I like it. I mean, he could also name himself I'm hot, then I have to say all the time I'm hot, which is the truth, but yeah, you know what I mean, right? Anyways, he was able to creep this. The Thrasher will be taken by the Goblin player, I like it. Hey Beitran, welcome to the stream, dude. Mustafa, welcome to the stream as well. I will name myself something you never see in the Rise of the Witch King, yeah. I mean, these are quite funny names, to be honest. And a nice positioning here from Urby with those units. Spider Riders, they gotta be super careful when it comes to trample those ranges in the backline, because Urby will be super careful with those spearmen in between. I mean, in the worst case scenario, you can still switch the weapon and keep your distance and try to, you know, harass and damage those enemy units from a safe distance. Fissure level 2, and we are getting to see some of those cave trolls. As Boromir would like to say, they got a cave troll. Right, the troll in the middle has been taken down. I mean, he has many rangers, but only tier 1 spearman units. And now, if you have to deal with the Spider Riders and with the cave trolls at once, I think it would be not bad if you would try to get some tower guards on the field. Nice positioning from Urby, and I think I like it. He's still trying to commit to that, which is a big mistake in my opinion. More reinforcements are coming, and he's moving now side by side with those spearman units, which is the best way to do so. He was still able to get a nice trample off, and I think one Spider Rider has been taken down completely because I see only one. Rangers are putting in so much work. Yes, the cave bats are reducing the damage output and the armor from those units, and we're gonna have Wildman of Dunland special summon from the Goblin player. Cave Troll is diving in. There are not many pikes left anymore. That's why I was recommending him to get some tower guards instead. The pikes, they have to be careful. There is only one Spider Rider. Boromir is on the field, by the way, as we are telling that there is a Cave Troll. He's trying to get on those rangers, but, you know, Urby is just microing quite nicely. The Cave Troll was not able to deal any kind of damage, was smashing those soldiers though. He needs to retreat now because Boromir is really hard to deal with. Wildman of Dunland or the Wildman Extroverts are putting in some nice work. Boromir is just chasing down the mountain troll, the Cave Troll in this case, but won't be able to catch him. Goblin warriors are outspeeding Boromir, who is still only level 1, was not able to get any kind of experience. There is one Spider Rider running around. And yeah, look, you gotta be careful here. There are some pikemen. He's getting also a lot of damage from the rangers and will be taken down now. After all, it was a good fight for the Man of the West player. He was also able to save his Boromir, if I'm not mistaken. Boromir has to be somewhere around. I doubt that he was getting killed. If he got killed, that could be actually quite nice for the Goblin player. And I don't see him on the field yet. Is Boromir dead? Am I blind, guys? I'm blind. He's alive. Only level 1. But you know what's gonna happen once he's level 2. He will be unlocking the Horn of Gonzo ability, and the long shot from those rangers gonna hit like a truck. Is he trying to get more cave trolls? Yes, that's gonna be the thing. We're gonna take a look into the power points and command points. Urby, the Man of the West player on the left side, was actually able to collect enough power points to unlock the Lone Tower from the spellbook. 775 command points are available for Urby, and he's gaining more and more power points. The Lone Tower, with the ranges inside, gonna be super hard to deal with. However, we have now some cave trolls, and they are grabbing themselves the goblin or the orc. In this case, the goblin, look, he's like struggling. He's like, oh my god, he's punching the goblin. Sit down. Look, he's alive, dude. And you know what's gonna happen when he's gonna throw that goblin into the army? It's gonna, you know, fear the enemy units, and they're gonna run into different directions. 800 command points for Urby, and these are the power points from the Goblin player. I like it. Here's Warchan, Tainted Land. Tainted Land is gonna be ready. Cave Bat's gonna be ready, and Warchan is gonna be ready for the next fight. I hope that he's not gonna use the Warchan and Tainted Land at the very same spot, because those abilities, they don't stack with each other. Wildman of Dunland is on cooldown, and he has also 800 command points. We have reached a stage of the game in which now everyone has strong units on the field. Cave Trolls, Half Trolls, Swordsman, Spider Riders, Warchan was used, he was missing many units. And I think this troll is looking for these trolls are looking for opportunity. The Lone Tower special summon on top of the Tainted Land. It's a bad spot to choose. After all, Swordmen are diving in, but there are just too many ranges. Cave Pets are flying around. The troll is diving in as well. Both trolls are diving in. It's a big mistake. Boromir is still on level 1. Was not able to get any kind of experience. But this is not looking bad for the Goblin player. I like it. He's smashing everything. He's picking up more Goblins now. He can smash this Lone Tower. The rangers inside are still putting in some nice work. Boromir is surrounded. He will be used to keep him healthy, but he doesn't have any backup. And there are no units coming. And I think if he just chases him down and heal being on cooldown, the Boromir should be taken down. And Boromir was not able to get enough experience. He's not even close to hit level 2. More units are coming now from Urby in order to save Boromir, but Boromir is taking way too much damage from the Goblin warriors and will be taken down. The Lone Tower has been taken down as well. What a huge fight for the Russian player. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's actually surprising me big time. What a great performance from the Russian player in the game number 1 on the map Westfold with the Goblin faction he was picking. You know, pre-picking the faction, he was not picking the random. And now I see the reason why. This guy is feeling comfortable and he has a reason to do so. The cave trolls are just running around, and unlike the mountain trolls, they are not able to recover themselves by eating an orc. So they need to be level 2 in order to be able to do that. And I see a hero now on the field. Gorkill the Goblin King, ladies and gentlemen, is joining the battlefield. Gorkill is gonna be a counter to Boromir's level 2. If Urby chooses to revive Boromir, because remember Boromir got killed. Because once Gorkill is level 2, he will be unlocking the Skull Totem, which is not only gonna buff those units by 50% in terms of damage and armor, but also gonna grant them fear and terror resistance, which is gonna block the fear from the Horn of Gondor from Boromir, which is quite nice. 875 command points for Urby. He has a marketplace on the field, that's why those farms are now being buffed. He's gaining 15% increased resources from those farms. And by 875 command points, this is gonna be quite damn good. 950 command points available for the Goblin player. I like it. These are the power points, 9 power points collected afterwards. And Rebuild was actually picked from the Man of the West player Urby. These units will be taken down easily. And yeah, oh my goodness. Quite entertaining and interesting and super exciting game number 1 between those two players. Fissure level 3, and look who is joining the battlefield. And I think those units, they are units we don't see that quite often. We're gonna see some fire drakes joining the battlefield from the Russian player. I like it. Gorkill should be, he should be getting the last hit on this one to get closer to level 2. If I'm not mistaken. That's gonna bring him a step closer. Oh, he was not able to do that. 10 power points collected now. We're gonna see a massive fight. And we're gonna definitely keep an eye on those little fire drakes. We know they are dealing incredible amount of area of effect damage to the enemy units. And Spider Allies special summon, Wildman of Dunland, Warchant and Cave Pets gonna be ready from the Russian player. I like it for the next big fight. On the other side, Heal, Riding Cole, and Rebuild gonna be ready from the Man of the West player Urby. But we know Spider Allies special summon, Wildman of special summon. He has Gorkill the Goblin King for the spot. He has Fire Drakes for the damage. And if everything goes right, the next fight, and the second unit is joining the fight already. If everything goes right, I think I like it should be winning the next big fight. We have now some tower guards on the field. Rangers, one of them is level 2. And he has also now this blacksmith here to purchase the upgrades. He indeed was actually already able to purchase the heavy armor, but no banner carrier just yet, which should be the next go for Urby in order to, get the power spike for those rangers with the level 2 long shot. Boromir is indeed back on the field, and we are now getting more and more units from the Fissure half-troll swordsman. But no upgrades purchased. He's also getting now some lumber mills on the field. 925 command points available for Urby. He was already able to purchase the fire arrow upgrade as well from the archer range level 3. And yeah, this is gonna be a big fight. 975 command points available for the Russian player. I like it. And yeah, he will have almost everything beside the Tainted Land ready for the next big fight, which is gonna happen around this area. And yeah, oh my god, this is gonna be a fiesta now. Will he commit to that fully? And he is committing fully by using everything. Longshot is coming though. Fire drakes are diving in. War Chant, Wildman, Spider Allies, use. Look, the big fiesta in your screen, guys. That's crazy. Fire drakes, the flame is coming. And they should be the target from the Man of the West players. And this is being the case. It will be taken down now. But look how fiesta this is. However, the tower guards, we know, with the heavy armor, with the rallying call, they are so tanky. Especially when they are using the porcupine formation, which is granting them 100% more armor. And also with the rallying call, plus the heavy armor, obviously, they are very, very strong. Nice dodge here. Goblin archers, they have to go back in it. Fire drakes are still on the fields. What is happening here, actually? Boromir was using the Horn of Gonzo. I think God killed the Goblin King was actually able to, he didn't use the Skull Totem yet. He's gonna use it now. That's gonna grant them fear resistance. And Boromir's Horn of Gondor has a long cooldown, so it won't be ready. But more units are coming in the meantime from the Man of the West player. And yeah, like I was predicting right, those fire drakes were popping off, and he's about to revive them. He's also getting some mountain giants on the field in order to siege the structures. Spider Riders, they gotta be careful. There are so many pikemen around, that's actually incredible. After all, swordmen are diving in, they were using the charge attacks in the previous fight. Once God killed the Goblin King, is gonna hit level 4, that's gonna also give the leadership, so he can, you know, give the leadership plus the buff from the Skull Totem. Gonna be super sportive hero for the Goblin Warriors and Goblin Archers. Tainted Land will be used. Will he be able to take down this level 3 farm? Level 3 structures in general are super tanky, and he doesn't have many units left anymore. He's surrounding, but we want to make sure that, you know, at least God killed the Goblin King and many other units were able to survive. He's trying to get more. And yes, double Fissure on the field, by the way. He's going for the Armory now by himself, upgrading that Armory to level 2 now. And I think he's gonna look for the Scavenged Armor with the level 3, and possibly also the Forged Blades and even the Fire upgrade. Gorkill was just able to hit level 3, Mountain Giant in the back, smashing, and the Watcher will be special summoned, ladies and gentlemen. I like it, it's popping off. Urby is being in a really rough situation, and he has full command points, massive power points, massive summons. But, you know, they were buffed with the heavy armor, so they are not getting one-shotted, but it is looking so good for the Russian player. Rohirrim special summon from Urby, trampling down those units on the Tainted Land. Gorkill is trying to get on his Scorpion, will be able to do that. Where is Boromir? I think Boromir is healing up around this area, being now level 3, so still, you know, 2 levels away from unlocking the leadership, which is going to be necessary. Fire Drakes are here, putting fire on the Rohirrim. Rohirrim were just on time, like in the movie, like in Minas Tirith, saving the Gondor, saving the Man of the West. This game is not over yet, but the Goblin players pressuring Urby super nicely, focusing on the map control. Rohirrim are just moving forwards, they have still time. They have still time left to deal decent amount of damage. But the Mountain Giant is knocking them down and the Fire Drake is popping off, dealing so much damage. Lone Tower Special Summon is going to be ready for the next fight. After all, Swordmen are moving forward, as well as those Goblin Warriors. And now, all of a sudden, only 800 command points. Urby was sitting on full. On the other side, full command points for the Goblin player, I like it. Everything is being on cooldown beside the War Chant and Cave Bats. He was able to get the structure to level 3. He was not able to purchase any upgrades just yet beside the Banner Carry upgrades, which is gonna be a nice buff on those Half-Troll Swordsmen, which is gonna unlock their charge attack ability. And beside the full command points, he's also gaining decent amount of resources from those lumber mills outside. Remember, this is the map Westfold. We have a lot of trees around. The Fire Drakes, they gotta be careful. 2 battalions, but they might be in trouble here. Nice hits here on those units in the front, but 1 battalion has been taken down already. There are just too many units to deal with. And I think he should be going for the Big Drake instead of, you know, those units, they are quite expensive. They cost 1,500 each. But in a big fight, they are putting in so much work. With the fire, they are, you know, hitting many units at once, which is quite good. But he should be trying to get some more heroes, maybe Azog for the extra, you know, 1v1 potential with this hero, for the extra resource income, even though I don't think that he will be struggling with resource income any soon. Or the Big Drake. 2 Mountain Giants and many units are moving forward. He was still not able to purchase the Scavenged Armor and the Forged Blades from the Armory just yet. Urby is moving through the bottom right side, but has also many units in the middle of the map. No upgrades on the fortress as far as I can see. These units are level 1, so they will be able to recover at the well as well. Everything is on cooldown. The Rohirrim special summon is obviously also on cooldown. And the Lone Tower with the Rangers with Fire upgrade inside gonna be super impactful. The Mountain Giants, they are not very strong, and they're actually, you know, friendly fire is on. They are knocking down the own units. The half-troll swordmen are getting knocked down. And yeah, you know, those tower guards with the heavy armor, with the whole ground stance, they are so strong. This fire drake will be taken down as well. And yeah, it actually hurts you, you know. It actually hurts you big time. Horn of Gondor was not impactful because of the skull totem on the ground. Boromir is trying to reach to the mountain giants, and Man of the Westplay actually lost almost everything, but more reinforcements are coming from the backline. I wouldn't believe that we will be seeing the first game that extended, and Gorkil the Goblin King is almost level 4 as well. After all, Swordman will be taken down from the Rangers, and Mountain Giants, they gotta be careful. Boromir now level 5, that means the leadership will be unlocked. But he might be in trouble. Heal is gonna be ready. There we go, will be used now to keep Boromir healthy. And the Mountain Giants are knocking down those units. But once they are able to reach to the Mountain Giants, they will be taken down in a second and a half. More units are coming, and he is committing with those fire drakes again. But is this the right call? That is being the main question. Remember, they cost 1500 each. So he was spending over 6000 resources for the fire drakes already. He could have. He was also able to purchase the scavenge armor yet. Yes, now I mean, I can't even talk, by the way, boys. I'm super excited, and we can tell that those half-troll swordmen are quite tanky. Spider Allies special summon will be used, and this is one of the games in the tournament, one of the longest games in the tournament, and we are not even yet done yet. We are not even close to be done. We have still many things to go. The game is still quite even, and as far as those structures are up, and trust me, I mean, Urby is not having any trebuchet hits on the field, so he can't really siege. All the structures, most of those structures are level 3 now, and since he's mainly making these Rangers, yes, with the Fire Arrow upgrade purchase, they gonna deal somewhat damage to the structures, but this is not gonna be that effective. And yeah, quite even. So we might see the big special summons, 15 power points collected by the Man of the Westplay Urby after having healed, rebuild, Rallying Call, Lone Tower and the Rohan Allies special summon. 950 command points available. Full command points, 1000 for the Russian player, I like it. War Chant, Tainted Land, Cave Bats, Wildman, which is gonna be ready for the next fight. Spider Allies, the Watcher, and almost 13 power points collected afterwards. And these Mountain Giants, look at this, how much power points they are actually fishing with each hit they are doing. Look this, Wildman of the Inland special summon in the backline on those Rangers. Rangers will immediately, you know, counter that with the long shot. Nice disengage here from the Russian player, I like it. The fight continues, Tainted Land will be used. And this time, those half-troll swordmen, they're not gonna be easy to deal with. Tower guards are trying to get to the backline in order to kill those Mountain Giants. But the Russian player, I like it, is watching over them. He's paying attention while he's taking down almost everything. The Lone Tower will be used, but will it be enough? That's gonna be the question. He's fishing more and more power points, 17 and a half. Almost 18. He's not done yet. Azog is on the field. Boromir is running for his life. Will be taken down once again. This time not from Lurtz like in the movie, but from Azog. Even though he's as fast as Azog, I think if he keeps running, he might be able to get away. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna let you live this one time. But on the other side, he will be losing everything else. 19 and a half power points collected. The Tower Guards will be taken down. Only one Mountain Giant has been killed. And yeah, but it's not a big deal. He's gaining more and more and more. 20 power points, full command points. 20 power points, 900 command points. So it's gonna be the time to shine for the big special summons very soon. They are getting closer and closer for the power spike of 25 power points. But those, so far, the fights are actually, being in the favor of the Goblin player. I like it. Boromir was able to get away. I don't see any other hero. Maybe Gandalf will be the saver of the Middle Earth. Let's see. What a game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. What a game number 1. He's sneaking more units now. They have also the Forge Blades purchased on those Rohan Spearman units. The well is under attack. We have 2 Mountain Giants. They're gonna destroy everything in a couple of seconds. And Urby is trying to buy some time by destroying those level 3 farms and trying to get the power points he needs. Half a power point needed for the big special summon. The Wildmen are gonna be gone from the special summon. The fortress is being under attack. Rebuild is gonna be ready to delay, but will he be able to deny? 25 power points collected by Urby, the Man of the West player. And Balrog special summon from the Goblin player. I like it! And that's actually not only his name, but I like it as well. Earthquake will be ready from Urby, the Man of the West player. Rebuild will be used, but he needs to deal with those mountain giants. He's gonna use it offensively though. Yeah, he was able to deal a decent amount of damage, was able to destroy a lot of structures around. However, those kind of abilities are not being significant enough against the fortress. And Balrog is on the field. Mountain giants, only one more hit each, and it's gonna be done. Urby is calling it GG, and the first game will be won by the Russian player. I like it. What an incredible performance. What an incredible game number 1 in the best of 3 series. Urby has to win the next one, because if Urby loses the next one, he will be eliminated from the round of 16, and I like it. We'll get the chance to move to the quarterfinals. Very well done. Holy moly. Alright guys, we're gonna continue with the game number 2 between I Like It from Russia and Urby from Slovenia. Holy moly, that game number 1 was crazy. And I like it, the Russian player is gonna pick the Goblin faction again. This time we're gonna see that game on the map Forts of Ice and 3, which is, you know, one of the newest maps in the Rise of the Witch King map pool. I think this map is like, what, 2 months old or 3 months old? And Urby is gonna stick to the plan and gonna pick the random faction again. And yeah, holy guys, was quite entertaining, the game number 1. It's best of 3, yes. It's best of 3. So, that means if the Russian player I Like It wins that one, he will be in the quarterfinals. I think Goblin's really good on this map, yeah. And Urby is gonna pick random again, so it's about, you know, being in a lucky situation as well. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way, Slow-chan. Appreciate it. Alright guys, let's get right into the game number 2. And yeah, right after these games, you're gonna get to see the games between Solas and Mr. Smoke as well, boys. That is going to be crazy. And it looks like the Russian player I Like It didn't have the map, and it's gonna get transferred. And we're gonna see Goblins against Angmar. Game number 2. Urby, the finalist of the World Championship in September this year, was facing against Mr. Smoke, being in a really rough situation, being 1-0 behind in the best of 3 series. On the left side of the map we have the blue Goblin player I Like It from Russia, and on the right side we have the yellow Angmar player Urby from Slovenia. Urby was picking random faction 2 times, and on the other side the Russian player I Like It was always pre-picking the Goblin faction. What do you guys think about this matchup in the chat? And yeah, I mean, we had some different starts. Yes, last game from the Russian player I Like It. Remember, he was starting with the Spider Pit, and this game he's actually gonna start with the Fissure, boys. This is gonna start with a Fissure. 2 mills into the Hall of the Kingsman, into the 3rd mill. Remember, Angmar doesn't have too much choices to start with. And on the other side, the Goblins, you are able to start with the Spider Pit. As we have seen it in the last game, you are able to start with the Goblin Cave and spam many goblins, as we have seen this also many times in this tournament. And also with the Fissure. And he's gonna start with the Pikeman, so I'm assuming you wanna go for the Troll Creep. And that's the plan. He's about to make a tunnel at the bottom left side. And as he's moving to the top right side at the very same time with the Builder, I think he's gonna use... now he's actually starting with the Cave Bats against Angmar. He doesn't need to use the Warchan. With the Warchan, you could be done a bit faster. So I'm assuming you wanna creep the Troll Creeps at the bottom left and at the top right side at the very same time with the, you know, the first half Troll Pikeman unit coming out of the Fissure. Pretty damn good. For now we are getting some Gunda Bears. The second Hall of the Kingsman is coming up on the field for the Slovenian player Urby. And he's about to creep. He's trying to lure the troll away, and this way he won't get any damage, and they are very strong with the aggressive stance. As you can see, the troll was not even able to touch them once, and very fast creeping as well. He's waiting for the resources, I'm assuming, for the tunnel at the top right side. And that's gonna boost his eco. You get 4 parts of the treasure, you get like around 400 resources from creeping the troll. A bit more than you get from the wargs or from the goblins. And he also now will be able to capture this in, but he's not gonna go for it. I think he doesn't want to lose any time, but immediately move to the top right side. On the other side, Gundabats are coming here. The half-troll swordmen are getting inside here. Will get outside here probably. There we go. And they will try their best, but sometimes they are not able to attack because they stuck in between. And yeah, he was actually able to kill the troll immediately. The troll has been taken down, and once the troll is dead, he will be losing the entire battalion. And more Gundabats will be sent forward, 3 battalions actually. Remember, Warchan is still being available. Builder is again doing the same thing like at the bottom left side, luring the troll away. And this time he's also trying to get some half-troll swordmen on top of that. And the troll will be taken down in a couple of seconds. And Urby doesn't know what's going on. I think you can predict or guess what he's doing because he was able to see the pikemen. And cave beds were also used to defend this tunnel, by the way, before. And 450 command points available for the goblin player. He was having a great early game, that's why he has almost 2 power points collected. On the other side, almost no power points collected from the Angmar player Urby. And 350 command points, he's also being command points kept. So he needs to make more and more meals as fast as possible. Remember, he has the war chants available. But those half-troll swordmen, they're gonna be still stronger than those Gundabat warriors. And once they are level 2, they will be unlocking the charge attack as well. I think he's just gonna try to defend himself, trying to play super defensively early on. Urby won't be able to do much around this area. He's positioning those half-troll swordmen correctly in front of the mill. They are using the hold ground stance, and as we can see, even with the war chant buff, half-troll swordmen are just too hard to take down. Now he's gonna get 2 goblin caves on the field at the very same time. He was also able to secure this in for himself, and we are getting some corsairs on the field from the goblin player. I like it. And yeah, Urby is not in a situation in which he can deal any kind of damage. He was also kind of using and wasting his war chant. And once the goblin player, I like it, is ready and he has a fissure level 2, he's all about to get a cave troll on the field. He's putting in some nice work, but I don't know what he's doing around this area. He might be losing this tunnel after that, because he was trying to get back. Urby was nicely beating, the tunnel has been taken down. In the meantime, Urby is also creeping at the right side of the river, the spider creep. That's gonna give him the chance to get this signal fire under his control. Signal fires in this map, they are very important. If you are able to control both of them at the very same time, you will be able to see so much on this map. That is actually incredible. Okay, he was able to sneak a tunnel at the bottom right side. He's looking for offensive move. 2 power points collected from the goblin player. I like it. Let's see how much damage he will be able to deal. After all, swordmen are not even close to be level 2. That means Urby will not be forced to face against buffed units here. But the cave bat's gonna be ready sooner than the war chant. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of extroverts on the field though. And the extroverts are putting in some nice work. What are the corsairs doing there? Committing to the fortress would be a major mistake. Using the firebombs with the corsairs, putting in some damage on the ground. And more units are coming from the Hall of the Kingsman. The cave troll is diving in as well. The builder has to be careful. The extroverts are strong, but he doesn't have any pikemen around. That means the extroverts, they are not gonna be a big threat to the cave troll yet, without having, you know, many collected. And they are forced to retreat. The mill level almost 2 will be taken down. In the meantime, he's also winning the fights around the bottom left side. And if we can take down this Hall of the Kingsman, would be really nice, as he was able to destroy 2 mills already, splitting those units quite nicely. There is a level 2 Hall of the Kingsman on the field. He's getting some Black Numenorians here, which is pretty nice. It looks like he doesn't want to commit to that, and the cave troll is deciding to disengage. I'm pretty sure the cave troll could easily be able to take down those Black Numenorians. However, Urby was actually, oh, never mind, they are level 2, I think from fighting, because I was thinking for a second that he purchased the banner carry upgrade, which is not being the case. After this fight, I like it was able to collect 5 more power points, 6 more actually, because he now has war chant and 1 more power point afterwards, 600 command points, 454 power points collected. for the Angmar player Urby. And this is not looking too bad for the Goblin player. And Urby has to do something now, because he's being in a really rough situation, boys. Yeah, really great amount of map control for the Russian player, I like it. 3 Goblin Caves, Fissure level 2. They don't have any heroes just yet on the field. This is under control from Urby, by the way. We have the Spider Creep on the left side of the river, still alive, as well as the Works at the bottom right and at the top left. Besides that, all the trolls are gone, and we have, yeah, this Spider Creep was creeped by Urby, by the way. And I think at this point Urby has to first of all check every single side for possible tunnels, because remember, the Goblin player, I like it, can use those tunnels and pressure the map all the time, because this is being a bit bigger than the normal Forts of Eisen. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna favor the Goblin faction or the Dwarf faction. Those factions are quite mobile. Those cave trolls, they're gonna hit like a truck on the structures as well, as we are able to see, and that's gonna force, if nothing else, the Angmar player to spam many spearmen. But the spearmen on the other side, they will be weak against the half-troll swordmen and against the Corsairs. Like the Monorians are putting in some nice work, but he could now just commit to this level 2 with the rocks. 1 rock should be enough to finish it. Bam, the level 2 mill has been destroyed as well, which is quite big. The spearmen are creeping at the left side of the river at the very same time. And I'm really impressed about the gameplay from the Russian player, I like it. Playing a really great game. Yeah. www from GR, welcome to the stream, dude. That's the first time I see you in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Right. Actually, he was not able to creep this. It looks like the Spider Creep is OP. He's spamming many goblins at the very same time now with 3 Goblin Caves. It's quite nice. I mean, those units are quite expensive, that's why he was not able to get any more units on the field just yet, or heroes. 875 command points collected, by the way, boys, from the Russian player, I like it, which is impressive. 550, and Urby was actually forced to pick the Snowbind, which is a super defensive PowerPoint ability, right? I mean, you can use it kinda offensively, but this is being a defensive move. You could go for the Felwind, but Felwind, yeah, you know, you could go for the Felwind, use it on the cave trolls and try to, you know, kind of kill them with your spearman units. But Snowbind's not gonna be helping you out in a 1v1 situation, you know, when you are fighting with the enemy. It's gonna just protect you and delay the enemy from destroying your structures. But that's it. Warchan is available for Urby, Snowbind is available for Urby, but he can't deal with those cave trolls, boys. He can't deal with them, because his spearmen are getting killed in a second and a half. Now we are getting some Dark Rangers on the field from the level 3 Hall of the Kingsman. He also purchased the banner carry upgrade on them, so Longshot is gonna be available. That means Snowbind, the Felwind would be even more effective around this area, because it has a great synergy with the Longshot Felwind combination. On the other side, full map control almost for the Goblin player, 950 command points. Tainted Land will be ready for the next fight. He's smashing the Hall of the Kingsman here on the left side. On the other side, Dark Rangers are still putting in some nice work, but Urby being in a super rough situation. Snowbind was forced to be used. Dark Rangers are protectless. Yes, they are gonna deal decent amount of damage to the cave trolls, but they are not gonna be able to burst them down. He needs to spam more spearmen now, and he's trying to do that as the unit is getting trampled down. Warchan will be used, but that's not gonna do much. He's all about to lose the entire veteran of Dark Rangers. The troll is disengaging and just ignoring the fact that those rangers are buffed, just focusing on the structures, which is being the right call. Urby is being surrounded, and Urby, ladies and gentlemen, is calling it GG. What an unbelievable game. What an unbelievable round of 16, and the Russian player, I like it, wins the series against Urby 2-0 and moving to the quarterfinals, and will be facing against Lukat. Holy moly, boys. Holy moly. I was not expecting this to happen. Not lying. This is crazy. My game freezes. Never mind. Even my game was not expecting this to happen. So, all I gotta say is congratulations to, I like it, very impressive performance. I mean, if you are able to beat Urby in the round of 16 2-0, then look at my friend, good luck against I Like It in the quarterfinals. I don't know what to say else, to be honest. Holy moly. Okay guys, now we have a new challenger appearing. A new power is rising, as Imperialist is saying it in the chat. I Like It to Urby O. That means we will have one more Russian player in the quarterfinals. Now, we have one Russian player right now in the quarterfinals. We have still yet to see the games between Imperialist, our next Russian player, against RotWK. And now, we're gonna see the games between Solas and Mr. Smog, by the way, guys. And if you enjoy this content, and if you're watching that over at YouTube, guys, please don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and definitely leave a like on this video.